Hi there, guys. So today we want to talk about self-worth. Self-worth is an interesting topic because a lot of people that suffer with mental health conditions usually have low self-worth. And your self-worth can become very dependent on how many friends you have, how great your family is, comparing yourself to others, and social media plays a huge part in all of this. Social media can be viewed as quite toxic for self-worth. But I think it depends on your mindset and how you're taking it in. So you may feel like you are alone, but you are not. You may feel like you don't have friends, you don't have a good family, but you are not. No matter who you are, where you're from, and what stage of your life you're in, there is somebody in your life right now that cares about you and that knows your true self-worth. Something that is really important to someone that's mental health is reassurance. Now, I know a lot of you out there, like me, probably do not take compliments well. But having your friends and family remind you how special you are is more than I can say how important it is. It can make a huge difference to just be reminded. So what I would urge you all to do is to message at least one person today and tell them how you feel about them. I'm not talking about romantic. I'm not telling you to tell your crush that you've had a crush on them. I'm telling you to tell your best friends, your family that you love them and that they're there and they're amazing and you're so happy to have them as part of your life. Because we never know who's struggling. Majority of the people around me when I was going through my dark time had no idea. And it just means the world to you to actually hear that you're loved. And never underestimate how that could feel. And it really will improve someone's self-worth. But no matter how many friends you have, it really doesn't matter. I have learned over the last few years, because I used to be so on about having big groups of friendships, but that's not important. Having a few good friends that you can trust is a lot better than having a whole group of friends that you aren't that close with. I mean, I still do it every year on my birthday. I go out for a meal. I go with friends and have a meal. But I invite so many people. I mean, I don't think I'll stop doing it. But I invite about 40 odd people. And majority of the time, 10 or less will turn up. No, I'll be fairer. 15 or less will turn up. Um, on my day for me. But you know what? There's some people in that 10 that are constants, who are always at that meal. And you know what? They mean more to me than half of the other 40 people I'll invite. I'm not saying I don't care about these people, but you have to remember the ones that show up for you. And make sure you're showing up for them. Friendship's not a one-way street. It requires work from both sides. Any relationship requires work from both sides. And I put too much of my self-worth previously into other people's opinions. And you know what? Sometimes I probably still slip into that trap, like I say every year on my birthday. But what's more important to me is that I love who I am and I know my self-worth. It's like someone said to me, I tend to go for damaged people and red flags. But I thought to myself the other day that to some other people, I am a red flag. There's a lot of things that have happened to me and that I suffer with and go through that I could be a red flag to someone else. And it's not necessarily about ignoring the red flags, it's acknowledging them and whether you're willing to try anyway. Because I mean, I mess up. I mean, I even saw it myself recently when I was using Hinge. Me and this girl had started talking, and I blurted out that because there was some deal breakers. I blurted out that I have anxiety and depression. I blurted out that I smoke, and I blurted out that I'm teetotal because I've had issues with alcohol in the past. Obviously, that girl did not respond. I don't blame her. That's one of my red flags: is oversharing, and I've done it with many a times. It's something that I'm working on. But also, I thought about that, and I thought, you know what? I might have overshared, but they didn't accept me for who I was. And do I really want someone that's going to run at the first time that I do something that's stupid? I tend to fall head over heels quite quickly with someone, and I get too invested. I have a lot of love to give, and if someone can't accept me for me, I'm not interested. Whether that be in friendship, whether that be in relationships. Obviously, I'm talking about a dating app right now, but I mean, that sort of mentality can be adapted for all different sorts of relationships. In terms of friendships, family, whatever. If they don't accept you for who you are, do you really want them in your life? Knowing your self-worth is so important. And knowing when to walk away. And knowing when someone isn't adding to your life and adding to your self-worth is vital. Remember who you are. Be proud of who you are. Work on your faults. Work on your downfalls. But be who you are. Not every quirk is a fault. And some people hate it, some people will love it. But more importantly than anything else, love yourself. If you aren't in love with yourself, then work on what's stopping that. But do it for you, not for other people. Anyway, this has been JPWC24. I hope you're having a great day and a great mental health day. And I'll speak to you guys soon.